Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? Thank you for tuning in. So today we're back here with some more Otis Redding. I believe only our second reaction on the channel to Mr. Otis Redding. We're going to be checking out Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. All right, for this one, just the title, feel like I've heard a part of this song, but I haven't sat down and listened to it on my own. So we're going to check it out. And now I know a song from Otis Redding. For sure didn't know this was an Otis Redding song at the time that I would have heard a piece of it, but we're going to check it out in full length today. Otis Redding Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. It says official music video, but I don't think there's one. It was just a thumbnail of Otis Redding on the cover. So we'll go ahead and see what's up. I think it's just a song, but let's hit play. It's a shorter song, 2 minutes 46 seconds. So it's going to be a really quick reaction right here. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. Hear it out, guys. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. Here we go. Oh, there's something.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I've had nothing to live for. Look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Listen, sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone.
Oh, man.
Listen, 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Such nice guitar playing. Nice touch. Rest in peace, Mr. Otis, man. Rest in peace, Mr. Otis. That's sad lyrics, actually. I didn't know what the lyrics were going to be. That's kind of sad, right? Where he was at, man, there was nothing going right for him. Everything. He had to get out of there, skip 2,000 miles, and find himself in a very similar situation, right? He's just wasting time, man. Ain't nothing working out for him. Ain't nothing going his way. He's haunted with this loneliness that's plaguing him, man. So he's in a situation, kind of escaped where he was at to get to where he was going, and to find out that nothing had changed. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. So he's just there resting his bones, wasting time, man. Sitting on the dock of the bay. That's his home. So I didn't know. Yeah, it's kind of a sad, quick story. But regardless, it makes you feel something. We've all been there before, man, in a little bit of darkness. So I feel Mr. Otis on that one. Let's go ahead and see the history on this song. See if it's an original or where it spurned from. So what do we got here? We got Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Mr. Otis Redding, released in 1968. All right, the songwriters were indeed Steve Cropper and Otis Redding, so it is an original. It looks like Sitting on the Dock of the Bay is a song co-written by soul singer Otis Redding and guitarist Steve Cropper, Redding recorded it twice in 1967, including just 3 days before his death. Whoa. Including just 3 days before his death in a plane crash. He recorded this. Dang it. Man, that makes you feel different hearing that. Jeez. I don't know. Maybe I read that on the last Otis Red reaction. A lot of time between that one and this one. I didn't remember that if I did, but dang it, man. That's kind of, there's something weird about that, right? Listening to this, that's his voice on recording just 3 days before his death. Hmm. Oh, man. Redding started writing the lyrics in August 1967 while staying on a rented houseboat in Sausalito, California. He completed the song in Memphis with Cropper, a Stax producer, and the guitarist for Booker T and the MGs. It features whistling and sounds of waves crashing on a shore. The origins. While on tour with Bar Kays in August 1967, Redding had grown in popularity and was inundated with fans at his hotel room in San Francisco. Rock concert impresario Bill Graham offered him a respite, staying at the houseboat at Waldo Point Harbor in Sausalito, California. It was there that Redding started writing the line "Sitting in the Morning Sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes," and the song's first verse under the abbreviated title Dock of the Bay. He had completed his famed performance at the Monterey Pop Festival just weeks earlier while touring in support of the albums Kings and Queen, a collaboration with vocalist Carla Thomas, and live in Europe. He continued writing lines for the song on napkins and hotel paper. That November, he joined Cropper at the Stax recording studio in Memphis, Tennessee, where they completed it and recorded it. In a September 1990 interview with NPR, Cropper said Otis was one of the guys who had 100 ideas. He had been in San Francisco doing the Fillmore, and the story that I got, he was renting a boathouse or stayed at a boathouse or something, and that's where he got the idea of the ships coming into the bay. And that's about all he had. I watched the ships come in, I watched them roll away. I just took that and I finished the lyrics. If you listen to the song I collaborated on with Otis, most of the lyrics are about him. Otis didn't really write about himself, but I did. Songs like Mr. Pitiful, Fa 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 Fa, sad song, they were about Otis and Otis' life. Dock of the Bay was exactly that. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. It was all about him going out to San Francisco to perform. So that's interesting, man. The song sounded sad to me. Mr. Cropper saying, I wrote the song about Otis because Otis didn't write songs about himself. So it just makes me wonder what kind of life Otis Redding had. That you have this song, you have a song called Mr. Pitiful, and then another song with parentheses sad song in it that he's saying are all about Otis. Man, I assume this is a gentleman who probably knew him pretty well, and I guess maybe saw something in him, maybe an emptiness. I don't know. It really makes me wonder, is what it does. I don't know. I don't mean to assume anything, but it makes you wonder what the deal could have been. So maybe some of you guys know. You want to share with me if you know. I mean, was Otis' life good? Did he have a lot of troubles? I don't know. It makes me wonder. For the personnel on this song, you have Otis Redding on vocals, Booker T. Jones on keyboards, Steve Cropper on guitar, Donald Dunn on bass, Al Jackson on drums, Wayne Jackson on trumpet and trombone, and Andrew Love on saxophone. All right, guys, that's what we got for this one. Dock of the Bay, written on his respite away from all the craziness in San Francisco. He began penning this song. All right, and as it looks like, recorded 3 days before his tragic passing, man. So that's rough to hear, man. That's rough to hear. Rest in peace, Mr. Otis Redding, man. I hope you guys enjoyed tuning in with me. Let me know if there's more from Otis Redding that you guys would like me to dive into. I'd really appreciate that, man. I hope you are enjoying y'all stay on this channel. If you are, please consider becoming a member for as little as $3 here on my YouTube or Patreon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Otis Redding and Steve Cropper, for this one, man. Really amazing stuff. Hopefully you guys had a great one, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.